Wanda is considered one of the most passionate and positive people you'll ever meet, both personally and professionally. Her inspirational mentoring, sales, and customer service training has dubbed her to be Wanda D, the Motivational Queen. She launched Wanda D TV, a revolutionary online real estate talk show where local businesses and community leaders discuss their services, issues, and concerns. Wanda is passionate about helping people achieve their goals and dreams. She has gone on to pursue many passions, including her I AmEnough Talk Show, having a seat on the West Georgia Board of Realtors, author of inspirational and motivational books, and also a strong supporter of several nonprofit organizations within her community. Wanda believes that there's no such thing as bad decisions, only regrets of not making the right attempt. For speaking engagements or to book her for your next event or conference, please visit www.IAmEnough365.com.
How you say it? Let's go. Let's go. Okay, well, if that's just me, then that's just going to be me, because I'm going. I'm so excited to be here. Where is my bell? Where is my bullhorn? I'm geeked up, and I hope you are too. You have joined the I AmEnough Talk Show, where your dreams matter, and I am your host, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen. Now, what I do is I help people stay on track. I am a certified accountability coach by the John Maxwell team. So if you need a little push to get to your next level, let's go. Okay, see, that's just a song for the day. I don't know. Yes, if you need a little help to get to your next level, let's go. You can email me at IAmEnough@gmail.com, or you can send a link. It's strolling across the screen. You can get that information and just reach out to me so we can chat. Maybe I'm a good fit for you, maybe I'm not. But one thing I am is I'm direct. I mean business, and I don't play. And I love you. I love you more than you even know. And you may not even know me, but if you are in the seat of being an entrepreneur, author, a community activist, just somebody that wants to make a powerful impact in the world, it's something that you need to see, because together we create so many beautiful things, and you don't have to be in this thing alone. That's why God made us all. Your very existence is on purpose, and it's with purpose. And when you come my way, I'm going to encourage you to let's go. Okay, I can't help it. So I'm excited to be here, because today we're going to be talking about your gifts open doors. Let that soak in. And I want you to do me a favor. If you're watching us from any of our Facebook channels, please share and invite, because it's going to be a powerful discussion. Very, very powerful, very electrifying. And I just know it because I know it. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell, so whenever we come on, you'll be the first to know. And also, we're on Twitch TV. So hey, Twitch TV, I am when the thought of this topic came up, and I think about so many people are holding on to gifts that they don't fully express. And I ask myself why. And there's a lot of reasons, and we're going to get into all of those. But one of the main reasons is because they feel like they're alone and their gift doesn't matter. And let me tell you this, your gift counts. God wouldn't have given you your gift if it didn't matter. And the only reason why we come to the planet is to serve. We've kind of gotten it twisted up, but that's the reason. And one person helps another person. So those are the things we're going to be talking about today. And also, I want to let you know about some things that I have coming up. So you can just pay attention. We are doing a very special something on March the 21st, which is World Poetry Day. As some of you may know, I am a spoken word artist, published spoken word artist, and I am just a lover of all things beautiful, really. So I say, you know what? The I AmEnough Talk Show needs to jump in there and do something on World Poetry Day. It is on a Tuesday. It is an ATL. So, if you need to travel, just buy your plane ticket and come on down. We don't care. We don't care how far you got to come, as long as you come. And come on and join us. Whether you're a poetry lover or you have something to say, it's open mic. You can say what you want to say. It's not restrictive. I feel like whatever's on your mind and on your heart, if you need to get it out, then come on, hang out, rock with some people that's going to just love on you, and we'll have a great time. So that is, you can get your tickets at spitfreely.com. You can also, if you want to be a vendor, we have a few vendor spots available. But more importantly, just come out. And if you can't come out, just hold space for us in your heart. Okay? But on that day, because this is going to be phenomenal, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. So let's go. Okay, I just can't help myself. Yes, it might be this coffee. I don't know. But if y'all feeling good, say I'm feeling good. And if you're rocking with us in any other of the channels, okay, somebody saying I'm staticky. Is that the consensus? Am I staticky? Yes, I am. Hands up if I am. Okay, so maybe I need to unplug some stuff because we can't do poor quality recording. Let me just see if I can come into another mic. Hold up. Wait a minute. How is that? Is that better? All right. So we are on track. See here? See what it takes? It takes a team to make the dream come true. I'm telling you, it takes a team to make the dream come true. So great. So give me a thumbs up if you're on Facebook or YouTube. I see you out there, YouTube. Everybody say it much better, much better. Yay, 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 yay. So y'all missed all my singing. Is that what y'all missed? Let's go. Okay, so you know what? I am so excited. I'm gonna be bringing up my very first guest, Mr. Demetrius Wilson. He is an author. He is an entrepreneur, and he is an artist. And we're going to find out all of his talents and gifts and what he's doing. And then we're going to chop it up with him. And I also have a special surprise for you all. Miss Janelle Harris, one of my very loving business partners. She has joined us tonight to also come in this space and talk about your gift opens doors for you, as well as let us know what's going on with her publication, which is She Exists magazine, which is a global publication. And hey, and you know what? We're doing big things. So let's go. Okay. I don't know. That must have been the last song I listened to. It must have been. Hello, Mr. Wilson.
Hey, how you doing?
Let's go. Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I am super excited to meet you, right? Your energy just busts off the screens, and I can't wait. Are you in Atlanta?
I am in Atlanta. That's right.
So we're gonna make it happen. I'm gonna be meeting you in person. I feel it in my bones. I do. And first of all, I want to thank you for being here. I am going to step out of the way, give you about 3 minutes to introduce yourself to the people. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. You can deny to answer some of them. And the ones you like to answer, you can just go for it. Okay. So I'm going to do that. You let the people know who you are, what you do, and then I'm going to come right back and we're going to get started.
Okay, that's absolutely wonderful. The people, I'd like to say that I am who I am. I'm an author, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a real estate investor, I'm a notary, I'm an insurance agent, I'm an artist, I'm a writer, I'm a reader, I'm an adventurer, I'm a man, I'm a member of the community. I'm, let's see, what else am I? I'm whatever I choose to be, and you are too, because we have the power to express ourselves how we see ourselves. So the things that I particularly do, I do a lot of different businesses, but my main business, the bread and butter, is I'm a real estate investor and I'm an author, and I sell art. I have a website. I'm an artist as well. And if you guys want to connect with me, we'll drop the information at the end. But I mean that's my intro. It's so many things.
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
You know,
You
Bobby.
you a little froze.
Can
You
you see
back?
me now? Am I moving?
You back? Yeah. You back with me. So you know what? You do quite a lot, and I like the fact that you say you whatever you choose to be, because at the end of the day, that's exactly what we are. It's a matter of choice. So tell us a little bit about life growing up for you, Demetrius. How was life growing up? Did you always feel like you could be whatever you wanted to be?
So growing up, life was it wasn't hard like a lot of people say it was, but it wasn't easy as well because there's a lot of self-knowledge I just didn't have. So growing up, the first thing I always wanted to be is a farmer. That's the very first thing I wanted to be. But there were some roadblocks to that, so I had to figure out how to, and I'm still figuring out how to get around those roadblocks, but I've gotten around many of them. However, growing up, my parents were together when I grew up, then they split. I still, my dad's still in my life, through middle school, high school, elementary school. Um, I'm originally from Douglasville. I did well in high school. I'm not going to say I didn't. So I did well. School came easy to me because I'm a reader. I read books, and I always read books on the bus. After high school, my dad vehemently convinced me to go to the military. So I joined the military right after high school. I was in the military for about 3 years. While I was in the military, I got my real estate license, started investing in the real estate. Fast forward about 5-6 years, here we are today, and that's the short version. I'm gonna talk your ear off if you let me.
Yeah, I like the short version, but I know I would appreciate the longer version as well. But now you hit on a couple of things. First of all, you said Douglasville, Georgia, right? Is that
That's
Douglasville,
right.
Georgia?
Yeah, I'm from
You
Douglasville.
know, okay, I lived there for many years. My
All
kids
right.
went to like high school and graduated and stuff like that. So that's interesting. I always say, we're really closer than we think we are, from people, proximity. And getting in real estate, you said you got into it, you got the bug when you were in the military. So that's fascinating because a lot of people, when they're in the military, they don't think about anything but the military, like I know that because I had people in the military and they didn't think beyond the military. So, what inspired you and drove you into getting that real estate bug?
Man, from she's like, what do you want for your birthday?
Okay, we got a bad connection here.
I was like,
Okay, we having some streaming issues, and I'm just sitting on my edge of my seat. Are y'all sitting on the edge of your seat? Like I'm like waiting for the answers to my questions. And this is, it's technology, so these are the things that we sometimes face with. And but I know that we're going to get it together, and he's going to come back on and give us the answers to that question, because it's taken off super fast, and I guess, I don't know, for whatever reasons, we just having a little technical difficulties here. So until I think he's logged out, he's going to come back in, and then hopefully we can carry on this conversation. But this was one thing that he said to me that really, really struck out, stood out. And that is, when you're in one thing, you don't have to stop thinking about something else. Like that's really, like that kind of like did a ding 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 for me, because I talk to people all the time, and they have so many gifts and talents, and then sometimes they get crushed by the job, and you forget about those gifts and talents because you're going to work every day, and work takes amount of strength and dedication and energy out of you, and sometimes it suppresses the real you. Sometimes it suppresses other things that you may want to get involved with. If you agree with me, just put a yes, yes, yes down in the comments if you can relate to what I'm saying. um and I know for him to say, and I was trying to hear what he was saying. I don't know if someone, I don't know. I just want to hear the story from him. I really do. So as you can tell, I'm stalling for time, right? Yeah, right. And he's back. Are you good?
I'm good. That one was out of my control, so I'm not mad
I,
about it.
I I understand, but they don't call me the queen for no reason. I'd be knowing how to navigate through the waters. So you were answering the question, and the question
Yeah.
was, how did you get that real estate bug? What happened to say, hey, I want to go to real estate school?
So, flashback to when I was 14, I wanted to be a farmer. And so, my dad, he was like, farmers don't make any money. But I'm like, yo, how can I get some land? I want some land for my birthday. And so neither one of them owned any land. So they didn't know how to explain to me how to get land. So I kind of just put that on the shelf for a couple of years. And so, I would just listen. I'll just be listening to the radio, hearing different stuff from different teachers with like these real estate seminars. I was going to I was trying to go to these real estate seminars. I never got to one when I was in high school, but I was like, I probably should go to one of these some point in time. It was just like in the air, so to
Mm-hmm.
speak. So then once I really got into the military, I started making more money. I was like, you know what? I can actually do something with this now that the opportunity is there, because I'm able to make my own decisions. So I was like, you know what? Man, do you want the whole story, or do you want
No,
like,
I mean, okay. So first of
do you want the
all,
whole story, or you just want like the surface level? Because I'm like, it's a whole story.
you probably just gonna have to give me the surface level because I have more questions.
Okay, so you got, because it's a whole lot of, how life is. It's like,
I know it is. But okay, so maybe I'm gonna re-ask this question. So
mm,
at 14, you had that bug that you wanted to be a farmer.
yeah.
How did you get that concept? Was that a dream or something you heard, or just your desires, or you through reading books, or you just because because or the ancestors probably was calling you to back to the land? I think that's what it was. I think the
Yeah,
ancestors was like, this is the one that's gonna get it done.
yeah. I you know what? I can't even give you an answer for like, was it something in the environment? No, it was something in
Yeah,
me. I
no,
was like,
nothing. You know what? It's so I'm just enjoying this so much because this is what I'm talking about. Like we all have our own destiny, and no matter where we're born, what family we're born into, we're always have that ability to break out and do our own thing. So when you took your course, you were in the military still, correct?
correct.
Did you start buying real estate while you were in the military, or was it when you got out?
So I actually I started buying real estate while I was still in the military.
Okay.
I won a lawsuit, so I received a large sum of money, and while still in the military. So I used that after I got my real estate license. I waited about 6 months, and then I started using that money that I had won in that lawsuit to start purchasing real estate. I bought my house when I was 19, and I bought a quadruplex when I was 20. No. That same year I bought a quadruplex. I bought two quadruplexes a month apart, And that's when I started buying real estate while I was still in the military. And I was like
Yeah.
19, 20, 19 at the time, I think.
This is warming my soul. Um, Fantastic. And so now you're operating in the space of being a business owner.
Yes.
Um, you went to get your real estate license, which you didn't even need to purchase real estate, but you did that, and that's commendable that you when it saw it all the way out. And at what point, and now during that journey of military, you say you stayed in there for 3 years, you got out, and then how did you get out and start operating as a civilian? Went and bought property. Like, tell us a little bit about that story, how you got deeper entrenched in real estate.
So I was in the reserves. I was never a full-time military. I wanted to go to the reserves.
Okay.
So essentially that lawsuit ended my military career. However, once I became a civilian, I started showing up at the real estate office, making phone calls. I sold 6 houses in 6 months just so I could get used to the contracts and the language of
Mm-hmm.
real estate. So then after that, I was like, you know what? I need to go and get this experience. It's gonna cost something. So I'm gonna just, I started just spending that money on buying properties, looking for contractors, going to networking events, um, going to reading books, watching YouTube videos, asking people for references, referrals, what do they know, how can they help me, who can they connect me to. And I started just saying, okay, I'm going up to the city now. What kind of permits do I need? What do I need to do to pass code? What are the code inspections? Asking myself all these questions, asking other people all these questions. And then I just had a vision. Like I had a formula in my mind on what it meant to actually invest in real estate and make a profit, and where I wanted to take that. I want to own 100 homes, and so, or 100 units. And so for me, I was like, okay, what do I need to do to get there? I need this experience. I need to know how to renovate properties. So I bought my house, moved into it. I bought it in a neighborhood where I knew it would appreciate, because I knew how to do the comps and find out where the next hot market is going to be. Then
Mm-hmm.
from there, I bought these quadruplexes, did complete renovations on them, because that's going to give me the most experience. If there's nothing there and I have to put everything there, I'm getting all the experience at once. So I went with that, found, all the mechanicals, all the electrical, HVAC, everything, except for the foundation and the framing, and I replaced the roofs. And then from there, I started looking for tenants. I looked for some property managers at first. I found some property managers at these networking events that I went to, and then I hired them. I hired 2 different property management companies because I wanted to see, what do they know that I don't know? What are they doing different?
You're
Um,
so smart.
and so from there, they started finding tenants, putting them in place, and I'll be honest, it was like, regardless of the amount of money that it was, like my mentality, it stretched it, because it was like really dealing with people, working with people, really, because that's my first experience really in life, is really actually interacting with people and understanding like their quirks and their personality. So it was very stressful. I would do it again though, but it was very stressful. And so I'm appreciative for that, because I was able to get those properties rented out, tenants were moved in. I was still living in my house. Everything was like cool. Everything was stabilized.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I just love that. So it's already a fact that we know that you're brilliant. Even down to how you strategize, getting those two um companies, and not only to compare and see what they're doing, but also it gave you a really footing in managing multiple properties. A lot of times I see it with with investors, not clearly investors, but with people that like get in the real estate business, they try to do everything themselves. And you recognize the power in a team by saying, hey, I can give the the company this 10% or 15, however much it was, to manage this property, as opposed to you trying to do it. Because that's what I see a lot of people fail in businesses because they don't develop the team that they need. So that's you dropping some great nuggets. And hey, for all of you watching, please put a 2 down in the comments if you agree with what you're listening to, if this resonates with you, if this maybe gave you some insight, because you never know who's listening. It could be other people that are thinking about getting into this business, or becoming a real estate entrepreneur, and this could really help them, just knowing these little small nuggets that we always like to spread around. You never know when something can really help someone get to their next level, or just help them open up to possibilities. So tell me a little bit about your art. And I know you say you're an artist. So what medium of art do you operate on?
So I am I use acrylics. However, I'm also a ceramicist. I had one of my when I was in high school, I had one of my pieces displayed in the High Museum. So
Okay.
I work on the wheel, and I also
In
paint
the
with with the clay.
Okay. With the clay. All right. Awesome. Oh my goodness. I always wanted to do clay. Ever since I seen that movie, I don't even know the name of it right now because I got a brain freeze. But
Uh,
and they're like
is that
doing
Will Smith in it?
it was what's her name? It was Bruce Willis' ex-wife. Um, she was in that movie. And I think Whoopi was in that movie too. Wasn't Whoopi in that movie? But
I haven't.
anyway, yeah, I just think that's so beautiful to do
Yeah.
that. So you in that beautiful Ghost. Thank you. Somebody said Ghost. That's what it is, Ghost. So you're in that space of being an artist, and I know then that means you have a dual brain that's fully operable. And let me tell you why. I know that because you have this extreme creative side and you have this extreme business mind side. You are explosive. I commend you for being that way because our generations, they need more of you. They need more of you. So many times, like I was saying, when we had that little situation with you leaving for a moment, a lot of times people will get caught in a trap of thinking that they can only do one thing or be one person or just go to certain areas, and you've kind of like took the lid off of the possibilities, and that's what the I Am Enough Talk Show is all about: releasing the possibilities, bringing these nuggets to people, because you just never know what someone wants to do. So I just appreciate you for that. And you said also that we can go and see your art. You want to give us out that website again and also put it in the private chat comments so then I can just snatch it and bring it over. But
Absolutely.
you can just
Uh,
say it for right now.
okay, it's neptunenights.com.
Neptune Nights. Maybe
NEPTUNENIGHTS.com.
oh,
Like your sleep at night.
okay.
Neptune Nights.
Neptune.
Plural.
Okay. Nights is plural. All right, awesome. So please you are, and are you Demetrius, you're on Facebook and Instagram and all of that social media?
Yeah. I'm on social media, Facebook and
Oh,
Instagram, Twitter, um, all of those.
what are you doing with your
TikTok.
hand? We see your hand in the way.
Oh, I was typing it in the chat. I was Neptune
Okay,
Nights. I
yeah.
don't know.
You can hold up and wait. We'll get that information in a minute. So and you say are you an author? You have a book coming out, or is it already out?
Yeah, it's already out. I got it put on Amazon.
What's
Amazon
the
was
name of it?
It's called Wisdom Volume 2.
So there's a volume 1.
Yeah, the Volume 1 is a compilation of things that I found that I was like, yo, this what saved the day right here. But the
Okay.
other wisdom, so that's not like an original, it's a compilation of other people's content. So Wisdom
Gotcha.
Volume 2 is what my wisdom that I gathered through my experience that I'm compiled and put into a book form.
Okay. So take us down that path of becoming an author. What inspired you to become an author?
So absolutely. So I'm a note taker. So when people are talking to me, I pull my phone out and I'll just type down whatever it is they're saying, because sometimes I'm like, man, that's really good. Like, or like you said, oh, you just took the lid off, or you just said like, oh, it's dual brain operable. I'll write stuff like that down because I'm a journal, so I want to be able
Mm-hmm.
to look back on my life and, oh yeah, I remember this and that, and it's an adventure. So um over the course of the years, while I was doing real estate, making mistakes, having setbacks, having failures, I would always write everything down in the notes in my phone. And I started doing this probably about 3 years ago, maybe like 2019, so 3-4 years ago. So I'd always just write down like a sentence here, a sentence there. And so this year, I actually, after I put together that other compilation just for my own reward, I was like, man, you know what? I got all these notes in my phone. I got like 2,500 notes in my phone. Let me just look through all these notes and see if there's anything even worth listening to or looking at again in here. And I'm going through my phone. I'm like, man, I remember this one. This was a good one. I was like, oh, let me put that. I put them all in a Word file. I was like, that's a good, oh, that one right there. You know, I just like that, just like they just resonated with me. So I was like, boom, this is like me talking to myself. So I just put everything into a document, and I just, put it in a file. And then I asked a lot of people. That's how we got connected, how to actually publish a book, because I was like, I can sell a book. I had like, it's a book of quotes, so I had like 600 quotes from over the years from people telling me different stuff. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just put it all in a book. It doesn't have to be a novel and all this fancy schmancy. Like
Right.
I can do that for the next printing, the next publishing. I'd be like, that's the second edition. I just want to get a finished product out. It don't got to be
Right.
perfect. So let me just put this first edition together. And so I just was asking around what the costs are and how to actually get it published somewhere so someone else can buy it. So
Right.
I finally got it on Amazon, on Amazon KDP. So if you look up my name, Kamran Wilson, which is KamrenDemetriusWilson on
Mm-hmm.
Amazon, it's up there. And I only just did this in the past 2 weeks, just because I wanted to just get it out there in the world before I knew something else was always around the corner coming. So I was like, this window of opportunity where I'm feeling like doing this is not going to be here forever. So I need to just
Right.
go ahead and stay up all night and do it.
And get it done. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. I'm just ooh wee. I just want to start running. I just want to take off and start running. This is what I'm talking about. You just gotta do it. You just gotta go for it. I was speaking with someone yesterday, and we were talking about they're gonna start putting together this book based on their lifespan and different things that has gone on. And she's like, well, I just don't know when I'm gonna have the time to write. I say, you never will. You have to make time. You have to say, today is the day that I get it done. And if it's a process of unlike your situation is not as typical, but it still was a process that you had to go through. You had to stop doing what you were doing and say, I got to get this done. And this is the process of writing. You have to say, whether it's an hour a day at from 7 to 8 o'clock, and you stick to it until you finish it, and you put a timeline on there, and you have someone to hold you accountable. And that's why I strongly believe in accountability partnerships. Whether it's one business to another business, or one person, or someone you paid. um I've paid lots of money for coaches. Why? Because when you paying your money, you will get it done. As opposed to two friends that's supposed to be dieting, and they both look over at the donut shop and they say, Let's go get donuts. Be like, yeah, let's go. We'll do the diet tomorrow. See, a coach isn't going to let you off the hook like that. So this is a power that we have in when we create relationships of knowing who can help you get it done. I
Yeah.
have a bad habit of pushing my friends to do what they say they're going to do. It's not me that said you wanted to do it. It
That's
was
good.
you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't say you wanted to do this. You said it. So then I'll just give them a big push. And
yeah,
sometimes,
yeah, yeah.
we fall out. We don't be friends no more because they say, oh, she's going to be asking me about my thing. Well, hell, it's your thing. But I've learned that not everybody's people talk a lot. And see, you're a man of action. You're an action taker, which is in a whole different category because a lot of people just talk about getting stuff done, but you're actually getting it done. We're going to take a short break. And when I come back, we're going to jump more into this discussion. And if y'all having a great time, just holler out in the comments saying great time, great time, great time. Because let's go. Yes, if you're having a great time, just say great time, great time. We're going to continue this discussion. There is more great things to come. So just hold on, sit back, and check this out right quick.
Take time out to focus on you. Don't take on any tasks that don't belong to you. It's a perfect day to make a change. Gotta put the brakes on anything that get in your way. No time to second guess. You gotta put your trust in God and walk by faith. It's got to change your your destiny. Just clap your hands if you understand. Just clap your hands if you understand.
Hey, just clap your hands if you understand. So that was our Wake Up and Winning Volume 2, which beautiful co-authors. You all probably are familiar with some of them. And you can always check them out. Go get the book. It's still in publication. It's still selling off the shelves. It's still doing great things. And one thing about it is, if you don't start believing in yourself, nobody else will. All the things, all the trials and tribulations that you go through in life, it doesn't even matter. Nobody cares. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. But nobody cares. Every day you have a choice to make. You can decide to do whatever it is you have to do, want to do, will do, won't do. So earlier this year, I told somebody that you should write a list of the things that you will no longer do. Those are the most powerful lists, not those things to do lists, but the things that I will not indulge in this nonsense no more. I will not rock with this person no more. I will not go to these places no more because they're not serving you. And we only have a short window of life before you transition into your next thing, whatever that is. So right now, you have to be concerned with what that dash is going to look like. So that's why we're talking about your gift opens doors. And I'm going to bring back on our man of the hour.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hey. It's all about you.
We're doing great things, and I appreciate every single thing that you're doing. I want you to, I don't know if you did it, you probably didn't do it because I forgot to tell you, but I'm gonna move you, I'm gonna scoot you over for a minute. And while I scoot you over, write down all of your social media stuff in the private chat so I can have that. And then when we come back, we're going to just chop it up a little bit more about what your gift open doors look like to you. And also it's Black History Month. So did that resonate with you in any way? Are you serving? Are you doing something? Are you have something going on? Any events that you have going on, we want to hear about it. So again, I'll get that information from you in just a moment. You know what? I'm so excited to be here today because it is February the 19th. Black History Month is full in effect, but you know me, I'm Black History all days a year because I am Black History. But that's not all that we are. We're servant leaders, and I want to bring before you one of the most dynamic servant leaders that I have had the pleasure of being around in my life. And as I said, the statement of nobody cares, I thought about her because I had to say that to her some years back. And anyway, without further ado, let me introduce you to the baddest, the one and the only Miss Janelle Harris.
Let's go.
Oh!
Wow, absolutely. You know, I'm backstage. First of all, I'm eating up all the stuff in sight. Okay, so Demetrius, you're bad. But it is so amazing being backstage, and it's like watching a movie, watching 3D, watching a talk show. Like I feel like I'm in it. You know what I mean? So wow. I know, but it's different because, you know, if I was just watching it from the other surface, all the distractions, right? The texts and all that stuff like that. But I'm in behind the scene in the green room, and I'm just soaking up all this freaking knowledge, Queen. And it's so good to be home. I'm home.
You've been gone for too long, though. For real.
Yes, so, I know.
But you know what? Like Motel 6 or 8 or 12, whatever that is, we keep the light open. You know,
that's
we keep
right.
the light on. So you know that's just a beautiful thing. And Queen, were you like blown off your feet with
yes. Oh, listen, money makers is note takers. So I loved what Demetrius said, and you asked him some amazing questions. But for him to be a farmer, you know, want to be a farmer, anyways, that's crazy. You said something dynamic, Queen. You said it's funny that you were in the military, but then you were still thinking about other things. And then he said that he asked himself, what do I need to do to get the things that I need to get in order to do the things to do, you know? So that was crazy. That was crazy. Shout out to Demi. Like, he had me excited. I want to go buy some more properties.
Yeah. Absolutely. You know, and that's one thing about talking about your gifts. And I think really and truly, it's about execution.
Yeah,
you know, it's about execution. So let us know. Tell people about you and what you have going on. I don't want to assume that they know you, because some may not. But even if they do, they need to hear what you got going on right now.
Okay. Thanks, Queen, always for giving me the opportunity. I am Janelle, the publisher of She Exists magazine. But before that, being a publisher, I do have a community, and I'm part of Queen, I AmEnough community. With that being said, watching Wanda for over the months impacted my life for me to get up and want to do. So when she mentioned, who cares? Really, that was my aha moment when I realized that no one cares. And I don't mean that in a facetious way. It's if you believe in yourself, you have to ignite, you have to take action, and you have to empower yourself. So with that being said, that empowered me to do so many things. So I am a publisher, a jack of all trades. I'm a visionary. You know, Demetrius talked about him being a farmer. And what do farmers do? Plant. You have to have a vision, you know? So I'm a visionary. And I'm a global influencer. That's who I am. Back to Queen.
Absolutely. And so much more. I mean, so much more. The way that you encourage people and hold space to believe in other people, that's no small feat. That's a lot of what is missing in the world. We sometimes forget how to celebrate other people. A lot of times we get caught up in what we're doing to the point that we forget that, what, it's not just about us. It's about the people that we're serving. And yes, I remember that conversation that we had. This was like it was like 2-3 years ago, maybe longer than that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But, we kind of get caught up in thinking that someone is going to do something for us.
Yeah.
And we have to realize that we have to do it for ourselves
before
somebody else will do it for us.
That's right.
People like to come in on the back end of things. And ride on your coattail after you did all of the, we got to stick with this farming analogies, after you did all of the tilling of the soil and the planting and all this other kind of stuff. So right now, your publication has taken off, skyrocketing. You are serving people globally.
Yeah, Queen. Yes.
And yet it's still so much more work to do. So what do you have going on right at this moment?
Well, I'm taking a break for about a week. I just finished doing New York Fashion Week, and that was intentional, knowing that in order to expand my territory and understand the publication game, you have to know a little bit about everything, But one of the things, Queen, I love this topic of your gifts will make room for you. But we started out in the pandemic serving, right? So we were serving intentionally because it's like you reap what you sow, right? Absolutely. And and when you're in business for other people. And you want to learn. You want to learn the business. You want to learn the marketing. You want to learn your target audience, but you also want to learn your product, right? So I just say that because my giving was intentional. I wanted to my intent was to sow into other people's lives intentionally, sow into other people's business intentionally, in order for my gifts to make room for me. Mm-hmm. So when it fell out in a global aspect, was I surprised? Yes. Did I feel worthy of it? Absolutely. But I started to actually align myself with the intentional things. So now when I reap the things, I was like, oh, absolutely. Give me that and give me that. I'll take this and I'll take that. And I say that with so much confidence now because I'm awakened, Queen. Mm-hmm. So it's like your statement, I am enough, Queen. We hear it all the time. You speak it all the time. People say it all the time. But one of the things, it's like a scripture says, let's not be hearers of the word, but doers of the word, right? We say things because it's the norm, or we have to say it to fit in. But do we really know we are enough?
Yeah. Absolutely. And that's why we keep pressing on. One thing about it is, I've been on this journey for so many years, decades.
Yeah.
Double decade. Oh goodness. Yeah.
Yeah. It's shh, Queen, you about to retire.
But it's okay. But see, this is the problem, and I'll go first, and then I'm about to bring Demetrius back in because I just feel like he's gonna be, he's lit, he's on fire. Is that the word that you still using lit? I don't know, but anyway, so one thing about that gift is gifts will dry up if you don't know how to put them in action. That's why money is associated with words like currency is flowing. We have to realize that our gifts and our talents are not to be sat on. But I didn't know that, and for many years I played peekaboo with my gift. And I played, I stuck like a little peaky toe in the water, not wanting to put the foot in the water. Because when you put the foot in the water, people, it's going to come with the responsibilities of
Right,
being
right.
emerged.
That's right.
And it's
That's right.
also going to come with people are going to be watching you and
Mhm.
waiting for you to fall. And this is just the way we do it. But I had to say to myself, am I serving my ancestors? And I think it
Right.
really hit me hard in 2017. And although I was doing things the way that I do them, but it just made me see it more.
Yeah.
It
Right.
it made me what I don't even know the word for it, but it just exposed me to a deeper seated reason of why
Yes.
we have to keep telling people that they are enough. Because see,
Mhm.
I am the
Mhm.
messenger. And
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
the servant leader that leads in the front. I'm taking the hits first.
Correct.
If it's
Correct.
a fight, then put me.
Yeah.
And people some backstories is when you get around certain people, they'll tell you certain stories and you'll be like blown away. Be like, yeah, I was ready to take one for the team. Like
Yeah.
if we're in
Yeah.
trouble, then I'm
Literally.
fighting. You know, if we're in trouble, if we calling ourselves a team, and if there's a
Yeah.
breakout, then I'm gonna be on the front of the line
Front
because that's
line.
what leaders do. They lead from the
Yeah.
front, not from the back.
That's
So
right.
that being said, when you try to stress the message to people that they are enough, it
Yeah.
comes with
Yeah.
breaking down a lot of barriers,
That's right. Levels.
and a lot
Yeah.
of beliefs and a lot of uncomfortableness. And you have
Mhm.
to say that I don't care about what your past looked like. I don't care
Yeah.
that you got an abortion. I don't care that you was strung out on drugs. I don't care. I don't care
Yeah.
about anything. It's about here and now, because these
Absolutely.
days that we have right now are the only
Yeah.
ones that count, not the ones behind us, but the ones ahead of us.
Yeah.
So how do you want that to look? How do you want to position yourself? So that's why your gift open doors matters, because as
Yes.
you demonstrated, when you took the handles off of believing, not believing, going
Yeah.
for it, not going for it, and then you said, well, I got to go for it. And
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
simply had to start going for it. So let's welcome Demetrius back um to the center stage here while we get into this deep
Yes.
discussion. Thank you so much, King, for hanging out and hanging in here with us. You know, one thing about it is I just let this show do its own thing. And then I get all of the compliments and people be blown away with who is that and what's going on and this, that, and the third. And I like to first thank the two of you for being a part of this experience, because
Yeah.
I know that we are touching people. I know
Absolutely.
that when somebody gets off of the line today, they're going to look at their life
Yeah.
and they're going to say, I am all that.
That's right.
My shoulders off and let's go. You know what I'm saying? You
Yes.
want to have that energy. That's one thing I love about hip hop is hip hop says go for it. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
especially old hip hop. It was like,
Right.
you gotta
Right.
do this. You
Let's
gotta
do
do
it.
it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's right.
So Demetrius, you want to drop some gems in there about why your gift opens door and why it's important to use your gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Absolutely. So I'm gonna reiterate that question. So why your gift opens doors and why you should use your gift. Is that right?
Yep, that's
Hello?
right.
Okay, so this is the reason why your gift opened doors. This is why I look at it. It's like we all are born, and inside of ourselves, we have our own house. And so when you go and you open up a door to your gift, you discover that there are more doors inside of that room in your house. So there's a mansion inside of each one of us that if you just keep opening up doors and taking them keys out and you just keep going through them, finding which one the lock doesn't work, come back to it later, go down the hallway. Oh, there's another door. There's a mansion inside of each one of us because those keys are your gifts when you exercise them. And in the room, that space is your space for that gift, whether it's your business, whether it's your intellectual property like your book or your creation or your publishing, or the words that you give to other people, your language as a way for it to really frame your mindset. Your mindset is a gift. And the reason people should give their gift is because in their giving, they are given more. So as you pour out, more is poured in, and you're able to give and give and give. And then people, they are receiving. So then they're coming
That's
back,
right.
bringing you stuff that, oh, I didn't even know that they was going to do this with that. But that's what they were supposed to do. But you're like, oh, well, now I get to share in that with them, because they brought you another gift on top of what you already gave them, because you paid it forward, because you was just like, let me just go ahead and just give it all away, lose yourself in the giving, and then, oh, look, there's more. You turn my shoulder, there's some more right there.
Ooh, wait a minute. Let me. I know Janelle want to clap loud. Go ahead, clap loud. Sis. Go ahead. I had the music.
That was good. Sprinkle that. That was good.
That was really, really good.
That
Really, really
was
powerful.
really good.
What, I always say that you can't feed from an empty cup, and you have to, but you have to allow the cup to get empty when it comes to your gift, because like you said, you turn more, there's more. I think a lot of our problems is, even in the serving, is we feel like we're going to be depleted when we serve, and that's not the case. You always, there's always room for more, as long as you stay open to receiving the more.
There's that I just had this conversation literally yesterday. There's two mentalities out there. There's that scarcity mentality, which says I can't give my last, and then there's the abundance mentality that says, hey, you know what, if I clench my fist, I can't receive more. But of course you're going to receive more, because if you pay attention to your history, you've always received more. So you should have an abundance mentality.
Exactly. And that's what I think sometimes, I think that's what we forget about, the fact that we have history, and this leads right into Black history. History. You can I hire you to be my co-host? Look,
He's a genius.
right. I feel like, okay, history has shown us and taught us our resilience. It has shown us, and it has taught us about people really willing to sacrifice it all for their gift.
Right. Yeah.
Dr. Martin Luther King, he knew that he wasn't going to be here long. But he said, you know what? He could have just been a great pastor, great businessman, took care of his beautiful family and called it a day. But he knew he was putting himself on the line. But he was willing to say, you know what, I'm going to risk it all, because this is the message that I have to get out. And so many people, think about everybody in history that have said, you know what, I don't care about what's the outcome or the fallout is going to be. Right now, I have to do this. I must serve today. I must serve today. I must explore today. I must take the time to reintroduce myself to myself today. And that is so beautiful. That is what's going on.
There's a quote that it says something about when you're going to war, and you've prepared yourself to go to war, whether or not you die, you are already victorious, because you have gone for your cause to be successful. And so in that, you have already won.
Absolutely. And that's it. And that's why we wake up winning every day.
Yeah.
You segue right into the close. So I'm so excited, and I look forward to staying connected with you, to getting to know those longer versions of those stories, because we just kind of like tapped on the surface of things. I'm all about collaboration and building partnerships that serve people, like authentic partnerships where no one has to feel like they're being taken advantage of, because everybody has there's space for everyone. And what you're doing in the community, what you're doing in your family, the examples that you're leaving behind is going to make the more of an impact than you can ever imagine, because it has made a giant impact on me and our viewers today. So for those of you that's rocking with us out here live, and for those of you that will come and watch it later, I want you to express how this broadcast has made a difference. And if it has made a difference in your life, then please share it to someone else. Please don't be selfish with the information. Also, reach out to Demetrius, get to know him. He's on every social media platform that you can think of. I couldn't bring them all to you, but all you got to do is reach out to one and just let him know that that you met him here and that you're interested in what he's doing. Perhaps you want someone to help you in that area of real estate, or showing you how to be more creative, or just good to know good people. You know, it's just good to know good people. So that's what we're doing here. And last words, I want to do this. Trying to get back to my little thingamajingas. I want to do this because you two have really blessed me with your presence today. I want you to leave our people with one word that you can leave our people with. And Miss Janelle, Queen, will you go first?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for blessing me as well. But to piggyback, because I can't talk behind Demetrius, what he said a mouthful. But I'm taking all this energy tonight that I've gotten from the I AmEnough Talk Show, and I'm going to take it outside and I'm going to sprinkle it all over. And that's what the laws of attraction is, and making your gifts have room for you. Because I stole a lot of goodies here, and I won't say steal, but I've absorbed so much energy, and I have room now to empty it out on the other leaders that need it. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to multiply.
Awesome. Demetrius?
He's probably mute.
Would you like to last words or share a thought or a comment? Hello? We can't hear you. I don't sign language. Okay.
He's probably mute.
We can't hear you.
No, he can't hear you either. That's what he said.
But you can hear me, right?
Actually, yeah, it's on his end. The connection's on his end.
Okay, so log out and just pop back in. And I'm about to wrap up, but I do want to get his last words.
Yeah.
So powerful. Our quote of the day. Okay, I'm gonna just give him a moment to log out and send him a message. So our quote of the day is: opportunity doesn't waste time with those who are unprepared.
That's good.
And I want everybody to kind of like write that down and let that resonate with you. And that's all about being prepared. We're heavy on affirmations here, but affirmations fall on deaf ears and they come out of deaf mouths if you do not feel the intensity of what you're saying. And a lot of that is just in being prepared for what you're going to speak, being prepared for what you're going to do, being prepared how you operate in life. And like you said, Janelle, when you get the information and then you have to take it out, you have to take it to the marketplace. You gotta share it with someone. Okay. So oh, okay, great. Oh, great. So he said that his phone is gonna die, and he's going, and I want to share this event with you all. In matter of fact, this next weekend, the 25th at Black Wall Street, an event. And it's funny you say that, because I was going to talk about that event, but it's an event next, I think it's the 25th on Sunday or Saturday. 25th is Saturday. Okay, so Black Wall Street has a fashion show, and that's in Atlanta. The new Black Wall Street. Yep, I got it. So everybody's frozen or stuck or whatever. Okay. But that's what's going on here. So you can connect with Demetrius, connect with Janelle. I want to thank you all for coming in the space today. I look forward to seeing you next time. Next Sunday, I will be at Sandy Rogers' book launch, which is happening next Sunday. So you all can come out and be a part of that. There is definitely information is on the I AmEnough Talk Show page. I want to encourage everybody, if you're not following us on the I AmEnough Talk Show Facebook page or Instagram page, please do so. Check us out. Go follow us, because we always have information down there, the different events that we support. Had a beautiful time the other day. I was actually at Black Wall Street yesterday. Went in there looking for a birthday card, and I ended up finding one, but after being told that they didn't sell birthday cards. And I was like, what? How can you not sell birthday cards? But anyway, found one and met so a couple interesting people that you all will be meeting real soon, because you know what I do. I go around looking for people, and then sometimes people are referred to me. But if you're interested in telling your story on the I AmEnough Talk Show, all you have to do is send us an email to iameenough@gmail.com. And we will definitely get back with you and get you the information, get you booked in, scheduled. But for right now, I'm doing complimentary interviews, which that means it doesn't cost you, because this is a marketing platform. And what I'm doing here is I have made a commitment to do 30. And when that 30 is in, and it's kind of like almost feel booked. But I the reason why that came to me was because, I wanted to expose more people, like quickly expose. So I'm out daily just on a hunt for who's passionate, because it's not enough to be in business. You can be in business but really need to be out of business. I'm not looking for you. But if you're in business and you're excited about what you're doing, then I'm looking for you. If you wrote a book and you excited that you wrote it, if you're excitedly operating in your day-to-day life experience, whether it's entrepreneurship or community activist, I'm looking for you. And I want you to hit me up so we can get your story told on the I AmEnough Talk Show. I love you, love you, love you, love you. And there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. Peace and bye for now.